Alright, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whereabouts you are in the world. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Welcome if you're just joining us on YouTube. Welcome back to those that have been waiting on Twitch as we switch over to our community choice today, Manor Lords, where we're playing the newest update, I think. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get our coat of arms. Hey Doc, how are you, my friend? That seems fine. Hi, Mark on YouTube. All right. Let us begin. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once a claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. Right. So first things first, where the heck are we started? Well, this sucks. Hey, Ciacane, how are you? The wonderful Ciacane has written, actually has a First Play Friday video up on Gaming Buzz. We can find it at gaming.buzz on Awesome Watch. Okay, what are we going to do here, chat? Because I'm guessing, yep, the barley fertility is sweet. Cool. So...
Dirty old hobo.
I suppose we begin from the beginning. Camping in the middle of the field? Right. So that's going to be there, which means we need our wood to be over here so not to damage it. Okay, so let's start on all builds. So we're going to put a granary up pretty much straight away. What else can we do? We're going to use storehouse. I don't need wood, so... I'm looking at is there. Okay, so our highest priority is going to be the logging camp. And that's going to be very high. We'll get those two done. We'll put 2 in the logging camp and we'll get ourselves underway. That'll be interesting. Yes, there has, Hobo. I did not get on with the latest patch when I played it in preview, so it's going to be some interesting times here. So the reason I'm building a granary and a logging camp first, and then a storehouse will be third. I love when they just ignore the highest priority completely. Yep. Is that the granary's needed to stick the food we've got in, because otherwise if it rains it all spoils, which will mean early starvation. We're going to need the logging camp to be able to keep building more buildings, and we're going to need the storehouse to be able to store the other materials like tools, or they'll degrade when it rains as well. So we're in a bit of a rush. Unfortunately, taking this approach means people are homeless for longer. So we're going to have our approval rating drop, which is kind of a pain. Okay, that's the second one there. Back. There's the approvals already failing. Right. If that has been built. Don't want to uproot any trees for construction, so I'm going to pull that road up that way.
Let's go, people!
Our storehouse, that'll be our next most urgent priority. And then after that, we're going to get another hitching post. We're going to spend a bit of our money getting ourselves a second ox so we can dedicate one to the logging camp.
Time to find a good tree.
Can I stay with us, drink?
Come on, people! Get to work!
Summer's coming soon.
Everything's urgent, nothing's urgent, so we're just trying to make sure we're getting everything being built in the right order. There we go. So that's near the granary. We've got all the bread in, so that person can leave there, so we have more builders, or more people to build. I'll forget why I've done that later, but for now that'll do. how are we doing for building materials? We've got 5 timber. That's not allocated right now. Looking a bit overcast. Dark, one of the two. So we're ordering another ox there. And once the ox has arrived, we'll allocate that ox to this building. Okay, I'm going to temporarily allocate one family member over there. Don't love any of that so far, but it'll do. Okay, the well is up. Come on. A very silly position. Because I really need to get those berries as well. Changed my mind 3 times where that was going in the space of a few seconds. Right, the hunting camp is built. Storehouse. I really need that person back. and even to get the rest of the tools into the storehouse. One person from the storehouse, put them into the hunter's camp instead. Spending what little wealth we have. Come on. Start getting carrots up and planted early in the season. Okay, we've got 4 living space for 5 people. Our approval rating is not great. We can start making this logging a bit more sustainable over this side as well, which is definitely not right now. So a few things we need for that. One is we need to sort ourselves out a forester. We can place a little bit further in, but before that, we're probably going to want a saw pit. Okay. Hunting camp is going okay. Okay, our settlement level has increased. What to do here, chat? Not a desperate problem, but we do need to solve the barley issue. I don't actually know what we want to put this development point into, truth be told, because we're limited to 5 overall, so I don't want to waste it, but... this isn't going to be our armor making area. We could get it to make charcoal. It's always useful. We could use the heavy plow, so at least it's what little barley we have is being produced more efficiently. Maybe we go for these 3. Squinky says, I'm thinking about buying this game. Would you say it's worth it? Yes, definitely. It can be a little frustrating at times. There have been lots of patches that are changing how things work over the last few weeks. The dev is really dedicated to making sure this game is continued, and it's supported by an excellent publisher in Hooded Horse. So it is likely to only get better. It is, however, an early access game. So expect early access game things, i.e. some of the systems aren't finished as they're taking feedback on how to finish them. So if you only want to play finished games and get frustrated if it's not finished, it may not be for you. But it is a pretty finished state, other than some tech tree, and the music is indeed phenomenal. Does that help, Master Quinky? Happy to answer any other questions you've got. I don't think that's particularly useful. I did and ah about doubling the wild animals or berry deposits, but we'll see how we get on. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you'll now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. So, what I'm way more interested in is finishing these houses. No worries, Master Quinky. And you can always ask more questions in Discord as well. I find that if you do pick it up and you run into problems, we have an awesome community. So are we dedicating... I'm going to take one lot out of the logging camp and put them into the store pit once that's built. I'll tell them that's the highest priority right now. Okay, we've got approval up and we've got living space up. So that's going to mean that we can start upgrading a little bit. So upgrade that to a small stable. Try and relocate. This hitching post to here. So we've got more heavy stuff over this side. Focus on pop growth a little bit. Okay, those bandits are kind of a pain, but they're not world ending right now. There's one there. It looks like we've got quite a bit of... Oh, no, that's firewood. Oh, firewood's the other thing we haven't sorted out, chat. Let's sort that out too. Probably a good idea to start making sure we can do that before winter, right? Alright, we've got 44 planks, 48 planks. I'm going to pull the person out of planks, put them back into logging. Okay, we moved the hitching post, so we're going to upgrade that. Upgrading the stables so we've got more space for cattle. But another unassigned person, so I'm going to use them to go into the berry deposit temporarily. Not really where we want to be, but I need to get as much food as ready as possible and make sure that we're set for winter. Gathering, we're going to need a forester's hut at the end here,
Get to work!
along with a woodcutter's lodge. On this other side, even if we don't keep it this way, I'm checking here as I'm not going to getting rid of any resource that we need. Might change over in a little bit, but we've got a stonecutter's camp there as well. So the forester's hut, we can stick some extra people in soon, TM. Pretty desperate to get ourselves our manor up, which is why I'm building that stone cutting camp where it is right now.
More people! Get to work! We need more work!
That was a lot of food to go in one go. So this being done. that, we can start having a look at this barley. This is going to be terrible, but without barley, we don't actually have any ability to make beer. Without beer, oh, people are unhappy. So... So I'm only doing this at the moment, not because I want this, but instead because I want to make sure I don't build over this area. And we can reroute some of the roads and stuff in a little bit as well. This is going to be terrible, and we're not going to start farming possibly for another 2 years yet. That firewood that we're out of. I'm going to move the person out of the stonecutters camp. And one of the people out of the, in fact, both people out of the forager's hut. And stick. Oh, I'll let them build for a little sec. What I'm going to do is stick them in the granary when it lets me see it again. I should start moving all the stone into the storehouse while waiting. Enjoy the alert, Cookie. And Master Winky, thank you again for the follow. Much appreciated. A bandit camp was sighted. One of the things we can do though now is get rid of these roads. Fill that in yet. So it looks like it was intentional. Looks like, doesn't mean it was. Right. Then on the industry side of things, we want to get a tannery up. No one's going to want to live in that end house next to a tannery. We can potentially put a few more houses down this way. Let's have a look at what the farming looks like in general. Once the stone's been taken up completely, we can start to look at moving some of the stuff elsewhere. The storehouse, we've got being built there. We've got one over here as well. We'll say that's our highest priority, followed by that. It's very high. Forest is starting to drop stuff off. We're going to be a bit short on workers, but we've done a bit of rearranging. Not for now, but this will be more farming later. We need to get our fuel up, so that's why I've put someone on the woodcutter's lodge. How are we doing? We've got one more living space being built at the moment. And how big's our militia looking? 15 men.
Poor quality, he said. Impossible.
Step right up and sample.
Okay, that large granary, I'm going to get one person going into to go and collect the food from the berries, storage of the forager's hut. We don't have clothing yet, but that's going to be up to the
This is
tannery
heavier
in
than
just a moment. Trees are very pretty. How you drop something. Worms is looking less and less certain as our third game today. We've got a lot of people now wanting Grey Zone and Grey Zone PvP. Drops says I grew up in a small town in the middle of the forest and these trees remind me of that. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. we've got our fuel up. We'll start rotating people out of there soon. Another family just started moving in, so we'll put them into the tannery. That's good because that'll give us an additional type of clothing. Because leather counts as clothing, so does... Oh, sorry, that will give us our first type of clothing. Have they changed it so that hides don't count as clothing? They have. Okay, well that's right then. I'm going to pull the person out of the hunting camp because we need to let the animals recover. One more person to the stonecutters camp. Hopefully our foresters are doing the work they need to. So our now highest priority is this. Food's looking a little rough, our fuel's doing okay. And we're slowly replanting all the trees we need over here. I'll remember why I did that later. And it's taking all those hides is a little annoying. Not gonna lie. missing. Planks.
Let's get to work.
We have decimated that forest there. More than that, in fact. That is somewhat unfortunate. Winter is coming. Winter is always coming. Storage is getting mighty full. We need to increase the size of that as well after winter. Hunting again. So I've stopped the stone production because there's nothing that's holding us up on stone, but I want to make sure we've got more building families available, and I want to maintain some of the tannery and the granary, and we'll do a wee bit of hunting as well to get some more food in, just to see us through the winter. Now we're back to having a few more animals. What I'm really desperate for is this manor to get finished. I do have someone allocated to that storehouse. I would have thought having someone allocated, they would use the cart, so bring 5 materials over at a time. Because we've got the biggest stuff, but we're just running one at a time, back and forth at the moment. Slowly getting the stone over there at least. Don't steal our bread. We don't have any ability to make any more. You. Instead of all killed you, there goes good AK on the other side, sir. Okay, that is now a 3rd bandit camp sighted. We need them to finish our manor, please. Got food. Yeah. But we do now have a retinue assembled. Where's the other ruler's army sighted? All the way in the north. Which one do we reckon I could go for first? Bannerman to arms. I'm going to try and be a little bit cheeky here. That's what I remember. Okay, let's see how this goes.
It's time for war! Rip their heads off!
Harness your rage.
Hopefully you're changing everyone that can be changed over. Into pushing our food. Only even one family building. Not formed up and on their way yet.
Advance! Yes, sire! Yes, sire! Yes, sire!
Speak. Okay, that's going to let us do something else that will help mitigate our food disaster we have over here. There we go. Right, now what we need to do is see which way they keep going.
My liege! My lord! Forward!
Okay, we've got our food going up by a little bit. No starving so far.
Forward!
Oh, that was just them coming out of the trees. I thought he'd hired another merc.
My lord! Yes, sire!
Yep, this belongs to my treasury. Excellent.
Yes, sire.
Do not want either of these units running
My liege.
for our next one, which will be up to the top here.
March.
Just a gentle march will do just fine.
Advance.
That's out of there. Add the herb garden, move them over. So we've still got one forester that's restoring the forest here, so we'll have more building materials. We still got one family building things.
My liege. Yes.
Does anyone know how fertilization works? Did they get fertile even if it wasn't for the Stardust? War Dimitrov. It doesn't seem to. It seems that fertilization, the best you get is the terrible it was to start with. So you can't, unlike in Father's Frontier, where you can increase a field past its initial fertilization, I've never seen it get better than its initial. So far, anyway. They're shouting fudge. Well, there's that too. So I need to add one more thing over here. Maybe there?
Get to work,
That'll do. How are these armies doing? So now we've got, well, that going back. I forgot to do a thing. That was silly. I need to set our taxes, so we've got a tithe going to the church. Yes, this is the latest patch. Oh, no, it's not. Hang on. It should be. Give me a second and I can... Super imagine. I'll reset it to get the latest patch going. One moment. This was on the preview version. Thank you very much. That's intriguing. My pre-release version is a version behind. Right, properties, updates, install files, betas, press and creators, pre-release, none. Okay, update that now. Oh, waiting. Right, so update flanker. Well, a few seconds left. I've just finishing patching the 11 gig, so should be done any moment. There we go.
Forward! Advance!
Well, church is nearly done. Better late than never, I suppose. There we go. So now we are. What do we draw?
Forward! Yes! Yes! Advance! Fire! Forward! Break up the peace! Yes! Sack! My liege! Orders! Yes, sire!
Region being claimed. Which region is it?
Advance!
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yes! March! My liege! Yes, sire! My liege! Forward! My lord, order heavy infantry! Forward! My liege! Advance! My orders! Yes, sire! Men! Yes, sire! Yes, sire!
We all know.
Doing okay getting these berries. I'm just trying to make sure we get all of them.
Summer's coming soon. Soon.
We're being held up because our men are at war.
Sire! My liege!
temporarily remove some from the tannery because we're not catching the animals. I'd rather get the buildings built. Let's upgrade that storehouse because it's sorely lacking.
My liege. Forward! Yes, sire. Forward! Full position! Liege. Yes! Yes, sire!
Alright, let's see how BSy this version of the patch is.
Yes, sire! Your orders! My lord! Yes, sire! March! Men! Yes, sire! Yes! Hold position! Yes! Run! Yes, sire! My liege! My liege!
How's the battlefield location over here? What? Really? Hey, Sivotar.
Fire!
I sense this is about to be a very frustrating fight.
Forward! Your orders! Yes, sire! Men, sire! My lord! My lord! Your orders! Yes, sire! Stand and fight! Hold your ground! My liege! Yes, sire! March! My lord! My liege!
potentially a last minute mistake, but
Advance! Yes, sire! Your orders! Men! My lord! Sire! My liege! My lord! Yes, sire! Yes, sire! Your orders! March! Your orders! Advance! Infantry! Yes, sire!
okay, they're coming our way.
Fire!
They are they hundreds? That seems like BS to me.
My liege! My lord! Forward! Forward! My liege! Yes, sire! March! Run!
Oh, are you kidding? Ah. Our granary with all our food got hit by a lightning strike. If that burns down, I will be very unhappy. It's literally adjacent to our well.
My lord! Your orders! My liege!
Pulling massive towns out of his back pocket? Yes.
Men! Shield wall! Men! Retreat! Advance! My liege! My lord! My liege! Yes, sire! My liege! Your orders! March! Your orders? Yes, my liege! Forward! Forward! My lord! My liege! Men! Your orders! Advance!
Lost all of that food because of a lightning strike on our granary. That sucks. Just want to note, chat, that when this, because we will lose this, but when the sudden BS appears from nowhere, this is where the battlefield was, and we are all in it.
Men!
There you go.
Men! Pick up the pace! Run!
this right here is the reason the Manor Lords is currently unenjoyable for the battles. We won that battle fair and square. We were the only unit that was in the battle area. The only one. But suddenly, magically, this counts despite the fact that it wasn't in the circle. This was the edge of the circle. Here was the battlefield. So, like, the fun trying to fight them early game, because we lost that, and it's now just, we've wasted several hundred gold and all of our retinue, which is a little frustrating considering we fought hard to we won against superior numbers, and then they bring out a load of mercs in the adjacent territory, and that happens. And what's really frustrating is that is okay if that's the way it works every time. What we had happen to us in our last run was that we couldn't get mercenaries to the battlefield, so we'd hired more mercenaries. They were just coming through the area. They were in the area that was contested, but because they weren't in the circle, we lost the battle. Right. There we go, never mind. So we needn't have bothered with all of that. None of it mattered because apparently we're not playing the same game as the Baron is. And again, would be absolutely okay if it was on the hardest version that did that. It's on every version. Well, on the two that have fighting. Never mind. So instead of that being worth doing, because the Baron's got unlimited resources, we've now just lost pop, lost approval. People will be unhappy because relatives have died, understandably, and we're not going to get our farms done. There's literally no point to that.
Yes, sire. Advance. March. Lord, advance.
Ooh, I think that's a significant downgrade to earlier versions of the same game, which is a bit of a shame as well. Anyway, I suppose we better expand our living space and do the things. Well, the bandit camps we can't do anything about now because we now don't have military. Our guys haven't even got home yet and they're about to be recalled to the army. Oh well. On the upside, we've kind of got our food back together. If you can turn up with 7 full units, he'll come with 10, still crump you. As you said, he has unlimited resources. Yeah, which is like And the problem is that that's fine if you can attack his base too. Where he's off map, he just has unlimited resources he can pull from his arse anywhere. Makes this game significantly less fun than it was like mere weeks ago. Because there's no point in trying anything clever, there's no point in trying to run around, it's just going to be you're going to get crumped. In which case, just build your small town and don't worry about him. Facility okay there? Yeah, it is. Right, I suppose. We can still build something. Oh, game, if you could pick any of those spots, that'd be great. There we go. Okay. I'm going to rebuild these because we need to... other junk's out the way. I need to make sure it has a small workshop area. There we go. That's what I was after. What to do next? We can come back up and running, I suppose. These are going to be our craftsmen's houses. Yeah, we've managed to get that forest looking pretty much back on track. Our fuel is dropping, our food is doing just about okay, all things considered. Okay, on the manufacturing side, we can get a malt house. Swap it in here. Next person over there. Next person there. And keep up with the economy going. Add another ox.
I say, old chap, I think those raiders mean to do us harm.
Hey, Jam. How goes it, my friend? If you're not already following Nomadic Jam, you definitely should be at twitch.tv/Nomadic Jam. How are you, sir? Wex, welcome, welcome. Going us to the point that I am much fed up of the game's BS. How was Trans-Siberian Railway Simulator, sir? Very silly. Glad to hear it. Put up a railway bridge and yourself. Excellent. Oh, come on. Oh, this game today. Tell me of the Manor Lords sadness. On the latest patch, same problem with the battles. Won a battle, annihilated the enemy. The Baron didn't make brought more troops in the last 28 days. They didn't make it to the battlefield, yet they also won it without a fight happening. So, yes. It's just like, I spent ages kiting them away across the other side of the map, so they were nowhere close. So I think that if Greg wants to just tell players that it's impossible to beat the Baron in the early battles, so don't bother, maybe you should just write down the instructions rather than actively making it just impossible. Because, yeah, I spent 290 gold, sorry, fighting that battle and winning it. Which is not easily come across when I have no tax income. So, yes. Probably coming across. It's also meant that all of the other stuff that I did is for naught as well, which is rather frustrating. Ah, crap. We're about to get hit twice.
Move quickly! Move quickly! Move quickly!
Let's see if we can at least make them vaguely useful. I think of not, but... Hey dear. We, ladies and gentlemen, are about to witness some BS.
Advance! Advance! Sire! Yes, sire! Advance!
Okay.
March! Forward! Yes, sire! Forward! Yes, sire! Forward! Yes, sire! March!
Need the Baron's army to see this as a threat.
Men! Forward! March! Yes, sire!
Oh, you absolute ass.
Move quickly! My liege! Run! Move quickly! Faster! Move quickly! Yes, sire!
Eh. I'm glad the game is bullshitting me because I'm cheesy. I mean, that's fair. The problem is that the only options are,
Lord!
like, for the early game fights, you actually can't spam grow your own populace fast enough. I've tried off stream, where I didn't build the prettiest town, I just built a spammy town and loads and loads and loads of bowmen. So if you're meant to go and fight the bandit camps, well, I can fight and win those. I've tried that as well, beaten every one of those, and he still claims the land. And he has unlimited resources. Like, having no information about what his resources are means you can't really do anything. And he's now at 4 territories. And I'm not going to be able to claim 1. So what it means I have to do is I'm going to have to build this city for 5 years. And really what I have to do is completely ignore building a city in a cool and interesting way. I have to build it in a super specific way that will then allow me to min-max the number of troops I can get out of it. I don't really have enough iron to do that because the map is randomized. I love that about it in terms of the resources. The downside is I can't claim anywhere else. I'm just kind of stuffed. So my only option is I can't. 225 iron is not enough to outfit troops with decent stuff. So I can go here and I can get myself. Let's go in here. Let's go and customize our retinue by adding to it. I know I can get 2, which I wouldn't be able to raise because you can't raise less than 5. Excellent. So just screwed. If you increase your local wealth, you can tax that. No. Yes. Other than, to do that, I'm going to need a constant supply of barley. There's my barley fertility. And I'm going into building against the grain here. So I've gone for fertilization, heavy plow. I'll go for sheep building in a little bit. I don't have enough food on my whole area to do dyes. And roof tiles I can do, sure. But the trading's been nerfed really hard. So whereas before, you'd be able to, in all honesty, trade out with just bows, which is a renewable resource. You'd be able to make planks into bows, trade those away, and in exchange buy barley because you're short. What will happen is if I do go and do that, or do this, like let's say take the clay deposit, make tiles, sell those on the market. Unfortunately, what will happen is over time, I will start getting zero for that. Not a little bit, zero. And my barley cost will go up to 200 odd gold. Which means that the trading's not worth doing. So remove the mechanic if you don't want to do it. And I get it, because some people were choosing it super hard. They were building thousands of sheep and selling them. But that's, yeah. I'll thank you, sir. I will sort that out. There you go. I didn't want to peak the mic, but I will turn myself up and the music down a wee bit. But yes. I know I can just slowly build an economy. And hope I manage to get enough food up to be able to pay tithes to get the next land. If I get this, then that's somewhat helpful. So at least gives me iron and there's fertile land there. But yes. It's not really tricky problems, Jam. It's just boring now. There's no, I love Father's Frontier because there's different ways you can play it. I loved this as a game because there were so many different ways you can play it, and people used to, you only have to build it one way. That wasn't true. You could run around with a load of spearmen, you could run around with huge units of archers, you could trade your way out of an economy in an interesting way, whereas now you have to build one town, let the Baron claim everything, very slowly build up, fight, maybe lose 2 or 3 times, maybe get one additional piece, and then rinse and repeat, which is... I like this game. The things that are broken are not permanent problems. They're balance issues. But every time it does appear that Greg, every time he decides to rebalance something, he just nerfs it into the ground to mean that you can't do anything but the way he wants you to play it. Which then don't release a sandbox game. And I'm sure that's not the intention, but it's certainly the feeling right now, because there is literally one way to play this at the moment. And because I tried to do it a different way, I have been punished. Let's play it the one way we're allowed to play it then, chat. So we'll get ourselves a livestock trading post, except we can't because there's no logging here because our forest is hut. Okay. This is a problem. And I don't think I can solve it anytime soon. We'll turn off the saw pit, so that stops cutting our logs. We've got 2 people in the forester's hut that were rebuilding our forest. Unfortunately, the logging has taken it all away. And if we build it over here for more forester's huts, it's going to just destroy the forest. Back to Blacksmith Martin. On the 9th of June, I'll be able to do that. Oh yeah, all on like the one way you're meant to play this apparently is we will do large burgage plots and we'll just grow vegetables, and we'll do some small burgage plots and they'll do eggs, and we will be happy with our lot as a peasant. And just to be clear, it's not game is hard is my problem. It's game is restrictive. And if you're only going to let it play one way, that's cool. But let's not pretend it's an innovative game then. It's just a city builder that you... there you go. Goldolf is gone. And there's not even any point in me fighting it, which just... like, prior to this patch, I would fight every single time. So we're just going to get this logging camp done. And I don't really care if we deforest this area completely. Might need to pull out livestock from here though. Nope, didn't allocate one. So it's fine. So once we've got a few more bits, we'll build hey, a sponge. How's you doing, my friend? Oh, it's not the accuracy either. It's just the battles. If I play it the way that the Baron played it, I lose. If I play it the way that I played it, I lose. So let's just say don't fight battles in the first few years until you can have thousands of archers, and then Greg will complain about using archers and nerf them again. So what we're going to do is build out burgage plots, and all of these smaller ones will make into doing eggs. As soon as I can get another burgage plot that has a bit of space on it, one of these will upgrade to doing Fletcher's workshop, and we'll do yet another one upgraded to make cobblers, or be a cobblers, so we've got clothing. Want to upgrade that to level 2, but want to upgrade one of these two. There we go. I'll run low on fuel in a minute. And I can take all the people out the berries. People says basically you start playing Tool and keep the peace until you maxed out an army and retinue. Yeah, which is a really boring way to play. Like, and it can be changed back, and I'm sure it will. It's just that I love this game so much because it let you play so many different ways and let you have fun runs and do very different things to get your economy going. And it would be a different experience each time, whereas now it's the same experience every time. And I generally hate it when people say, oh, well, you've got to play this particular way. If you're going to play, if you don't roll these things on your starting square, re-roll. So I'm like, that seems like managing the fun out of the game. But really, though, actually, it's no longer worth playing if you don't get food on the first tile. How dumb is that? So if you end up with poor food stocks or poor fertility or worse both, like we've got, there's literally nothing you can do. So, yes. Get there. But it's going to be very... Like, in 40 minutes, I can build an army up. It's just going to be... significantly less fun than it was before. So, to manage our food, we're going to build chicken coops. I'm going to upgrade that burgage plot, and then that will be our trade. So, are we actually going to get any barley out of this? Is the question, chat. We've got 19 grain. There we go, that will produce our eggs. I'll do some more of these. How's it looking, Sponge? Alright, we're going to have to do another set of burgage plots. I suppose we can just build some down here. We're going to need another wood cutter somewhere. And we'll build out just a shed load of burgage plots. I do need to build another well. There we go. And we're running out of money at the moment, though. As you already fought and killed the... Well, thankfully it's only a friendly against Gibraltar, so there's no real importance. We're winning though, aren't we? Or isn't it 1-0? So there's been a change to the score since I last looked. That was about 20 minutes ago, I think. 10 minutes ago. Yeah, but the plague's been bad. We need decent strike and a few good injuries of players will really change the team for the better. Oof. Are these worth fighting for? Let's look. Oh dear. The only reason to take those now, even if we could get the influence, is because it will give us 3 units of retinue if we could afford them. Right. Suppose I better build out some more fields as well. Just to get a bit of a buff back, yeah. You're struggling here because you've always found one unit type span to be contrary to a good battle system anyway. I agree. I wouldn't want to do it, Jam, but the way's been changed now. Because before you'd have retinue and spearmen at your front and then out your back, so a traditional battle line. Whereas now, really your only option if you've got this is you're not going to be able to armor them. You're not going to be able to afford to get them any further along. And the iron deposit there is maybe worthwhile. So it's forcing you into spamming particular units. And you can't afford a professional army, which I'm going to start doing trading in a wee second, so. As per the grain's prescription. I not being able to expand is the problem. Yes. Yeah. Because like this, because the battle system is so broken at the moment in the Baron's favour, and seems to change every time you fight it as to what a result is, without any sort of clear guidance or without any information on the screen that tells you, you just have to wait for the Baron to keep winning every battle and then taking every land, and it's just not fun. So I will stick to my little city builder and pretend the other doesn't exist until I can trade my way out in the prescribed way of playing this game. I'm sure it will change back. I'm just annoyed that this went from being, without doubt, one of the best games out there with the most interesting stuff you could do to a city builder you build in one particular way and build one particular type of army. And if you don't re-roll, if you leave it like I have and keep going when you have a challenging start, you're just going to have a miserable time for a bit. Whereas if I just kept re-rolling to get fertility, there you go, it will be easier. There's his army. Also, the fact that he can hire mercenaries, accidentally hire mercenaries that will come through this area and start here and just burn your village down. is what a lot of people stopped playing at that point. Because if these mercenaries, when we were at war with them, came from here instead, we would lose our entire economy, our entire city, despite the fact the war is over here. And they start burning them immediately. Oh, and it's happened to 2 of our runs, Jam. Which is why so many people complained about the houses not getting repaired properly, because that was a bit of a pain. We're doing 39, 35, so I just need to spam more men. Some stuff doesn't impact him. Rich Iron, you're stuck with no army, it's almost unbeatable. Yep. So we're going to play as a challenge run and beat it. But it's just not going to be fun doing it. Which... No chance of you actually working? No. No. Cool. Okay, we're not going to get to rally any of our troops. Any particular reason? I've only got 40 minutes left. I'll do the not fun thing for 40 minutes and build out and demonstrate how you can win it. But it's just...
Yes, sire.
This was such a joyous game and they've turned it into such a drag.
Yes, sire. Please. Yes, sire. Faster. Move quickly.
Wait for that to be done. Burgage plot. Let's build a wee road up the centre. That over to there, that over to there. Does that solve it? There you go. These are our carrots. We've got well down here, and we'll put some more market stalls in the centre because it will start complaining at us soon. If it hasn't already, that there's more market stalls needed. Does the Baron still turn up with 36 retinue? Absolutely. And we defeated the 36 retinue with 5. And still... I'll just hire some extra brigands with 20 seconds to go, so you've had to spend hundreds on your gold, and the Baron has got to do a grand total of 0. And... if I left it to the last possible second, I lose the same battle. All I want is consistency. Like, choose which way you want the battles to go and make it work that way. Oh yeah, it is in Game Pass. Jacob be broke. Oh. Jacob broke, my apologies. So... And, like, the thing is, it will get better. Like, if it was irredeemable, I wouldn't be annoyed. Because at that point, you're like, ah, cool. Not going to play that game anymore. But as he rebalances the patch again, I'm sure it will become fun again. There we go. This belongs to my territory, treasury now. rotting crops in our field. And this has been on Game Pass since October. Yes, it was Game Pass on release, my friend. Sounds like you want to play Farthest Frontier. Nope, that's on Friday, sir. Which Farthest Frontier has just had a patch adding loads more to the combat, including cavalry. There's really challenging runs you can do. You can make up for stuff that's not on the map, although it will be very expensive to do it. Like, and it's not a competition. Like, they're both different games that I love for different reasons. This one's just been actively managed to manage the fun out of it for now. Merc army just buggering off then, or? Yep. So is this?
Pick up the pace! Run!
Okay, so we gained 150 regional wealth. We'll move back into our own territory. And that will be paying for our new eggs. We've actually got plenty of planks still. I'll leave it as it is. Also, this will give me a lot of rage to take out on the peasants for Mortal, which will be starting soon, TM. If you'd like to join our community Mortal game, we're playing some PvE, Demon Horde, and just defending the Lord, then you are most welcome to join us. Oh, come on, let me out of this map mode. Do you play City Skylines 2? I have played City Skylines 2. I haven't played recently. Most of the games I play are community choice in the evenings, so if the community chooses it, I'll give it a go. Talking community choice, it looks like it's going to be Worms later on tonight, so we've got Mortal, then Worms. While waiting for that, I can actually do the graphics for Mortal, I suppose. farmhouse, sheep farm. What are we gonna do? Set here, so it's a little bit down from the storehouse. And then we're going to need a livestock farmer as well. Which, just for giggles, we'll put down here. Or not. So Republic Workers and Resources is nearly at 1. Yeah, I've been given the 1.0 access as well. I should really give that a go. Might try that a little bit later on this week. Made a mistake here. I might demolish one of these so I can put a lane down the middle. Right, so what can we export? Desired surplus will set at the moment to being 60. Maybe give me a second. Sorry, 72. I'll set the desired surplus to being. There we go. We're going to get all of 5 gold from the warbows. In return, let's see how much barley do we actually collect. None, apparently. I'll do is I'll set up another farmhouse just so it's being done. And next to that farmhouse, we'll set up another stable just there. What are we missing? I don't think they're going to have anything to do because I don't think we've actually managed to harvest any barley. Again, we should pull all of those people out of there. And an extra person over here. Okay, so we've got some flour. So let's do the communal oven. I'll make this area down here another wee town. Thanks. Have we actually got any beer yet? We got something. Thank you. So it's been a coffee that between Plan and I we've been making since this morning, and it's only just done. Okay. Pro streamer. Did I actually build the livestock anywhere? I think I did. And it would be thematically interesting to put it down here. Sounds like the coffee I had this morning was started up at the town hall. Immediately called to meeting and such only to find the same cup of coffee still on my desk at 4. Sounds familiar. There we go. Don't have the money for that, but finished 2-0. Nice. Thanks, Sponge. A win's a win, right? Even if right. Okay, we are slowly getting there. So, next we're going to be playing some Mortal. The server's already up for it, so if you want to join in, you are most welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind doing the whole liking, subscribing, ringing that bell notification. The subscribing in particular is super helpful at the moment as we're trying to get the channel monetized to make it a bit more sustainable for ourselves and the Game Buzz team, so it's much appreciated. If you are watching on YouTube, there is already another stream that you'll be able to see for Mortal. It's going up right now. You can find all the details. Join us at discord.gg/imaflanker under the community service channel. If you are watching us on Twitch, we're going to pause up there. We've got ourselves a decent enough approval rating. Our food is going in the right direction, just about. And we'll very slowly win over the Baron next Monday. So we'll save that up. And then I'll get ourselves ready to do some Mortal. So, if you give me just a few moments, I'll be back and we'll get ourselves up and running. And if you want to jump into voice while we're beating the peasants, just jump into the stream waiting room and I'll grab you in. I'll be back in just a few moments, and I always appreciate you, Steve Hotel. Thank you so much, buddy. Right, let's leave you with some music from Manor Lords while we get ourselves ready. I'll be back in just a moment.